hour talking about this Vitamix Immersion blender. 5 speeds, incredible attachment that's gonna help you use this as a blender, a chopper, a food processor, a hand mixer, and even a frozen drink mixer. Vitamix for over 100 years has owned, rightly so, this category, and we are bringing you a today's special value, the Vitamix Immersion blender that has sold out every single time it's been on the air. So we turned around and we said, how could we do better? Let's make it a one-day, today's special value price. Lowest price we found anywhere, give you more attachments than you would find anywhere, and get us ready because this is fall. This is the season for soup and for entertaining and for being able to really have what you need. And I think you're gonna absolutely fall in love with this. I'll show you the colors in just a second. We got you free shipping and handling, which will save you $12.47. Everything today has 5 easy pays at $32. This is what you're getting, and I have to tell you, I was lucky enough to have one. I opened the box and I was like, this is definitely a Vitamix, because there is weight to it, it's sturdy, read the reviews, people love this, that's why it's sold out every single time, and it's easy to use. This is the immersion handle that will fit on everything. Here's the blade for you, and it'll come with a cover so it's protected, and it's a 4-blade system, and don't worry, our chef will tell us exactly why that's important. You get a little go-to, but it's not hard to figure out. Then this is the coolest thing. This is going to be your chopper bowl, and the bottom of it will keep it from moving around, but you can take this off and use it as a lid if you want to go ahead, maybe cut some onions or something and you want to save it for later. You can go ahead and cover it up that way. Take a look at this bottle, because what you're going to get here is going to be a 32-ounce blending jar. It comes with a lid. That's where, if you looked at my Facebook page, where I stored the homemade dressing that I made, salad dressing, can store in here. And we're going to talk about why there's a special shape to this. And then you even get a whisker. And it's so easy to use. Everything comes beautifully boxed, everything at the lowest price. Come on over here. We'll look at the colors a while so you could get started. And could you do me a favor? Call us. Let us know what you use your immersion blender for. And if you have an old one, I have to say, I had one many, many years ago. It wasn't a thing like this, because you'll find you'll reach for this all the time. All right, so here are your colors. This is going to be your emerald. This is your emerald.
Correct.
Yeah, this is your emerald. It is sort of a tealish blue color, but that's emerald. Blue is deep sea blue. This is most limited, the deep sea blue. Here's the red, and we know our foodies, we like our red, right? Here's a beautiful white. And then here's the one, the black, which is your stainless, as you can see. And everybody gets the same right here. Take a look at how this plays out as of today's special value price. $259.80 is the bottom line. You are saving $100 on Vitamix. Free shipping and handling, saving you $12.47. Chef Rick Roman is with us. He is a former restaurateur. He's a chef. He's a caterer as well. He brings us all kinds of great fish and all kinds of other goodies that we love. Rick, I have never seen this, because every time it's on, it sells out so quickly.
You know what it is? Because first of all, Vitamix, in business over 100 years, you've known us for our blenders, but this is now taking the power, design, and ingenuity of Vitamix, putting it in the palm of our hand.
Yes.
625-watt immersion wand blender. So you mentioned before, 4 blades. Traditional immersion blender wands only have 2 blades, so it's 4 blades. Also a nylon protective guard here, so you can go into your precious pots and pans, your Le Creuset, without scratching it. But I love the fact that it's so easy to use that each of the attachments simply twists and snaps on. So let's start with the immersion one, because that's going to allow you to go blend where your ingredients are. So you get the blending jar. I'm going to make a morning smoothie. So it's not just soups that I showed at the top. You put your immersion wand in the container, and then you just simply start to lower it into the container, and as it breaks down. Now this is berries, yogurt, And then I can slowly increase the speed, but what I love about it, it's one-handed operation. So I'm using both my finger for the power and for the speed. And in a matter of seconds, those frozen raspberries, all that ice that was in there, that yogurt, are now being blended just like a large blender because of that 625 watt motor and creating that smooth, creamy texture. And you notice with our blending jar, it has these little indents. Well, just like with our pitchers with our blender, that creates that little vortex. But watch this. The wand, when I'm done, you want to talk about ease of cleanup. You take the wand, walk with me right over to the sink here.
Okay.
How about this for cleanup? How about a quick rinse in the sink? That is ready to go. That is all your cleanup. And now your smoothie, which you have in the blending container, you can either pour it into a glass, or if you want, you could take it on the go. But let's pour a little taste here for you.
You know, Rick, when I was looking at some of the reviews, that was one of the many call-outs that people said they love this for their morning smoothies because it's easy. It's easy to clean up. You get out, you make what you want. Also in the instructions, it will actually, if you're someone who's saying, okay, you know what, I'm not going to wait till New Year's to clean up my act. I'm going to start to eat more fresh and whole foods and things like that. It will actually show you the way you should layer things in that smoothie cup to get the best results, which is really great. Could I have a sip?
So I'm going to give you a smoothie. I'm going to let you taste the smoothie. Tell me what you think. Again, so this could be a green smoothie. It could be carrots and apples and ginger. It could be berries and yogurt. So not just going into the soup bowls, like a lot of people think that's all you're ever going to use an immersion blender. No, your morning smoothie. What about prep for the holidays, right? Chopping onions for soups or stews. Well, you get the processor bowl. This is what I love. Look at this. This is the motor. You put it in the top, twist it, it snaps on. That's how easy. Because you have different speeds, you're able to control the processing, right? So I am literally just turning this on and off at speed 1 because with my onion, I don't want to completely liquefy it.
So you could pulse it.
Correct. I'm just turning it on and off using one finger control, just like that. That's the power button. And just that quickly, let's take a look at our onions here. We have
now the top is, I'm going to be honest, the top's a little hard to get off, and that's the reason for that is you just look at the sides, and there's two like little hinges on the sides. So I could never do that.
No, and seconds we chopped it. You mentioned before, this base helps keep it from slipping, but then if you wanted to store your onions, the base then becomes a lid.
I didn't even know that.
Okay,
That's
so
awesome.
this could just go into the refrigerator, or hey, later I'm going to be making soup, I need the onions, just put them in there. So it's a really smart design, anti-slip base or lid. So that's our chopped onions. But
is there a trick to this? I think you talked about that a little earlier.
Yeah, we're going to show you later. It's a spring-loaded blade, so whenever I'm loading it, I push it down with my finger, I load my ingredients. So the blade actually has a little flexion in it. You can feel it. So you push it down, load your ingredients so that nothing gets stuck under the blade, and then you snap your top right on. So here's the beautiful thing. So we used the immersion one. We flipped right to the chopper. Well, guess what? The same motor. Now I have our whisk. So I can take our whisk, snap it on just like this. Super easy. We're going to take some of the onions that we just chopped, right?
Okay.
Over here, I have a bowl. So imagine you're baking, you're mixing. I have some sour cream, some herbs. I put in my chopped onion. I want to make a fresh onion and herb dip. But because this has the whisk attachment, this becomes my hand mixer. So this small, compact motor has the power to process whole foods, but then at the same time, you put the whisk attachment on, and now I have a hand mixer. So if you're making those dips for the holiday, if you're whipping cream for your pumpkin pie, which we're going to do in a minute, if you're making meringue, you can do all those things with this one piece of equipment. Vitamix really has thought of it all.
We are so loving this. 500 already.
Oh, wow.
Can I try it?
Oh, please, come in and taste the dip.
500 already ordered. I mean, you saw how simple that was. So why are we buying things that are pre-made when we can make it and have it fresh for our family, for our friends, for the holidays, for every single day?
Tell me what you think of that.
Gosh, that's good.
By the way, just want to mention, I knew you were going to do the colors. 5-foot-long cord.
Is that how long it is?
So you can reach from. You don't have to worry about being right next to the outlet.
Because that's the whole point.
Yep, that's right.
You know, I don't have to take the pan to it. I take the immersion blender to the pan.
That's right.
All right, come on over here. I apologize. No, I still have things in my mouth. All right, over 5,500 today already ordered. All right, here we go. This is Emerald. This is new and exclusive. Here is our deep sea. new and exclusive. Final 2,200 for the day. So I will say this, do not wait until later in the day. Most popular on that. Remember, you're getting free shipping and handling. Here's the red, here's the beautiful white, here's the black, and you saw Chef use all of these things. Here's your start here. It's very simple to use this. Then here's the whisk that he used. Here is the, let me move this out of the way. There is your food processor bowl that you're going to get. And then this is that wonderful container that's 32 ounces. Instead of buying these things separately, we package them together for you. We're offering you free shipping and handling and 5 easy pays on this. So think about who would love this.
Oh, yeah. This is a gift. That it's literally, and you know what? Here's what Vitamix is about. First of all, easy to use one-handed operation. That 4-prong blade I talked about, as opposed to 2 blades, to really allow you to break down ingredients, get the right textures. That guard, that bell-shaped guard, that nylon guard, it's heat safe.
Purposeful.
It's not gonna. It's gonna allow you to protect your pans. You've got that 5-speed control. So again, control, but also one-handed operation. And I love the fact that you can go into the pots, into the mason jars,
mason jar,
blend in the container that you're cooking or storing in. And once again, when you're talking about Vitamix, 100-plus-year-old company, they stand behind this with a 3-year warranty. And I got to tell you, one of my most exciting and fun things to use, because you're like, wait a minute, in the palm of my hand, I can do all these different things. Now, we did a smoothie, a dip, and we chopped in our prep. But how about...
And it was easy to clean up.
So how about some fresh peanut butter? So here I have peanuts. Now, once again, that little tip we talked about. So when you're loading the processor bowl, I'm going to push the blade down. See, it's like a little spring. Then I'm just going to pour in my ingredients. In this case, I'm putting in peanuts.
Just peanuts.
And then we're going to simply snap on the lid.
Okay.
Sometimes just you have to turn the, excuse me, got to turn it this way.
Worries.
Snaps the lid on. You're going to feel it snap on.
You'll know when it's snapped on.
Then all you do is take your motor, twist it until it locks in place. Then I'm just going to turn this on, and then with one finger, I'm increasing the speed all the way up to speed 5, okay?
And you can see it with the lights right across the top. That's perfect.
Exactly.
What a great shot.
So
thank you.
speeds 1 through 5. So because I'm doing nut butter, I'm going to use the highest speed. But here's the other thing. It's not just 600 watts, okay? It's also been designed to be able to run for 4 continuous minutes. Most ordinary, we talk about it, ordinary immersion blenders, maybe they can't run at that high speed for that long.
Right.
But look at here.
Vitamix.
Look at the peanuts. In a matter of about 20 seconds, it's already starting to form nut butter.
Homemade nut butter.
I always say you would never imagine an immersion blender would have the power to turn nuts into nut butter, because they're usually not designed. But that 625-watt motor, along with our blades and our container, were designed to work just like all our Vitamix full-size blenders. This is going to give you the power to do these recipes. And I love, in 1 minute,
look at that.
I have homemade peanut butter. Now, when I'm done processing, I just take my finger off the power.
Okay.
This twists right off.
Twisted it off.
Okay.
Okay.
This, you always want to grab one side.
All right.
This snaps. This comes right off just like that. Now, look at this nut butter. Oh, my gosh. So let's see if I could try not to make a mess.
Smells so good.
And then you could store in here if you wanted to, but you want to talk about...
Because the bottom of it actually becomes the lid, which I didn't even realize.
Exactly. Now look at this. I mean, homemade fresh peanut butter. We did that in 1 minute using an immersion blender. That is why Vitamix is just different. You want to taste this?
Yes, I do.
Here, come here. I'll give you a little.
Okay.
Here,
Thank you. Thank you.
Here, tell me what you think of that. Fresh made peanut butter.
And do you see how creamy that is? It's just, it's almost whippy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell me what you think of that.
It's warm.
Is that?
It's so good. I'm going home. I'm buying peanuts. I'm going home and making myself this. But, you know, these are smarter choices.
Smarter choices, but also the ease of transition. You're in the kitchen. You made a nut butter. You chopped onions. Well, then I just take the motor. I want to go into my soup, right? I want to puree my soup. I don't have to stop to wash that. I'm just taking the motor and attaching now the immersion one. Heat resistant nylon guard so it won't scratch your pans. 4-blade design. So we're going to take this right into a hot pot. This is what I love, one-pot soups, right? Now, when you go into a pot of soup, you want to start on the low speed and make sure the
Start on the low? Okay.
Start on low. Make sure the wand is all the way to the bottom of this
And it doesn't matter whether that's non-stick, no matter what kind of pot it is. It's not going to hurt it.
Doesn't matter. That nylon guard. Now, notice with one finger, I just increased the speed. Now I'm going to increase it to 4. Now I want you to see what happens when I go all the way to high speed. Look at the middle Look at this pot.
Whoa.
Look at the power of this motor. It's literally pulling the potatoes, the onions. This is an apple butternut squash soup. The apples that we roasted, sauteed, and cooked in one pot. But now I'm